Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, guys?
What do we got?
I got a piece of quack medicine here, Dr. Folt soap for reducing obesity.
You mind if I take a look at it?
Yeah, sure.
I got a few spots that could use that.
Me too.
Doesn't everybody?
I have a bar of soap from the 1920s that I'm hoping to sell today. The bar of soap claimed to reduce weight up to 15 to 20 inches in your hips. I'm asking $200 for the bar of soap.
This is pretty cool, man. Stuff like this is funny, but it's something as old as time. I mean, it's the same thing you see on an infomercial. There's some kind of magic pill, some kind of magic bullet that's gonna make people not have to work hard to get what they want. Especially back then, that's when they had like the snake oil salesman going around trying to sell that kind of stuff. You know, Dr. Folt soap was patented around the 1920s, and there probably wasn't even an actual doctor named Dr. Folt. They just came up with a doctor and put it on there because it sounded more official. But I believe that this thing was just made of colored soap and it had a little bit of iodine in it. So it had that medicine smell where it was actually some kind of like chemical product that was gonna dissolve the fat underneath your skin.
Right.
This is the kind of thing you never go back to the same town twice with, right?
Exactly, pretty much. I mean, it never worked, it never did work, it was never gonna work. I mean, it was just a con man conning people.
It's a 100-year-old bar of soap, so I mean, it looks like it's in pretty good condition.
What are you looking to do with it?
So I'm looking to sell it.
How much are you looking to get?
$200, just based on its oddity and...
Is your name Dr. Folt?
No, it's not.
Because somebody already got scammed with this thing once. I'm not gonna get scammed with it again.
Okay. How about $25? That would make me happy.
You know, for $25, I'll buy it. We got a deal.
All right.
Meet me over there, we gotta do some paperwork.
I'm gonna go find your dad and give him his new bar of soap. He's really been trying to lose a few pounds lately.
Hey, what do we have here?
This is a radio vision machine.
A radio vision machine? I love those things.
This is Pinky now? Why isn't Pinky wearing her polo shirt?
She spilled some lunch on it. You have a customer in front of you.
I acquired my radiox instrument back home in Los Angeles at an antique shop. If I'm able to make a sale today, I would buy a car, definitely.
Yes, this is a radio vision machine. Do you know much about it?
I know that it was created and invented by Dr. Ruth Brown back in the 30s, I believe. And this actually, in particular, takes photographs of internal organs.
So this is medical crackery?
Dr. Ruth, whatever her name was, she made very, very questionable medical devices, and she basically sold them to shady doctors. I love when items like this come in the shop. They're weird. What this machine did was create a false diagnosis so that a doctor could keep on treating you and keep on getting money out of you. The way this whole system worked, there was a cartridge that went back here. You would put film in it. They would take your blood and they would put it on blotter paper. And then they would put it in here, adjust all these different dials depending on your height, your weight, any other stupid thing they could come up with. And then they would flick the switch.
Do they have a setting for 5 pounds?
The amazing thing was, when you look in the back, see all the dials? They're not connected to anything. The lady who invented it knew it was BS. The doctors that dealt with them knew it was BS because look at it. So it really never did anything, but there is a collector's market for these things. How much do you want for it?
Essentially, I would like $3 grand for it.
Okay. They're really, really neat, but there's a lot of them out there. They generally go for like $300. I give you 150.
Nah, I probably wouldn't take that. Yeah, I'll probably hold on to it then.
Okay. Well, thanks, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Pinky wanted you to make a deal. Me and Pinky are going to lunch, Rick.
Didn't you already go to lunch?
Yeah, but Pinky didn't.
Hey, how's it going?
Good, how you doing, man?
What do we have here?
That is a trepanation kit from the 18th century.
Okay, trepanation is where they literally bore a hole in your skull for a medical purpose. There's been multiple women in my life that probably think I need this.
I'm at the pawn shop today trying to sell my 18th century British trepanation kit. I came across this kit at an estate sale in Los Angeles from a doctor. I'm hoping to get $4,500 for this trepanation kit. I've had it since 1990, but the reason why I'm pretty much letting it go is that I've enjoyed it. It's fun. I want to release it back into the world for someone else to enjoy it.
Okay, this is really cool and creepy at the same time.
It's super creepy at the same time.
By the late 1700s, the medical world was advancing, and this would have been used if you had a fracture of your skull. If the doctor believed you had pressure building up in your brain, they would slice a piece of your scalp out, peel it back, and then drill a hole in your skull. I'm sure some people survived. You know, and what I love about it is how well this is put together. Things like this were very, very expensive because these are all handmade. It has a locking device so your bit doesn't come out into your patient's brain. Clicks right in there. It's got a little centering point. You press that in there and start boring into the skull.
That is no joke, man.
Once your hole's done, if your little pieces don't pick out well, then you have various picking devices. This would help get pieces out. And this right here is really cool. We have a fulcrum right here that this piece right here screws into this. And that way you can get underneath the bone and pull up.
Peel it up.
This is amazing. How much you want for it?
I was thinking right in the market of about $4,500.
Okay. I'll give you $2,000.
Can't do that. I know you need to make money, but $2,000 is probably not gonna work for me.
It'll sell, it's just really weird.
But there's weird clients.
Yeah, I mean, I'll eventually sell it, but it's gonna take a while. So the best I'm gonna do is $2,200.
You can do 28 though.
No, I'll go 2,300. I'm not gonna go anymore.
Can't do it, I'm sorry.
All right, if you change your mind, let me know.
All right, I certainly appreciate it. Take care.
Corey and Chum make me feel like I have a hole in the head.
How you doing today?
Oh, pretty good. What's that?
This is something you've probably not had in here before.
Okay.
This is a 1940s Lady Bountiful breast enlargement kit.
A little creepy.
My wife, she went to an estate sale and found a vintage leather trunk. And when we got it home, we opened it up, and inside was this device. I have no idea if it worked or not. I'm not willing to try it.
It's just bizarro. Recently, in the past few years, there's like an FDA-approved device that sort of does the same thing.
This one's pretty unique because it actually used your kitchen faucet.
So basically, you had to stand next to the kitchen faucet with those on.
Yes. She would hook this up to the kitchen sink,
Okay.
grab her favorite cup, place it against her breast, and then as the water ran through, she put her thumb over the grommet to create the suction, creating the desired size and shape.
All right. I guess it's just sort of the society we live in. It's all about how we look, okay? And since the dawn of time, they've been coming up with new ways to enhance women. I have some really old Sears and Roebuck catalogs from like right around 1900-ish, and they have similar devices in those. Over the years, I've seen so much quack medicine stuff. This is absolutely pure insanity. What do you want to do with it?
I'd like to sell it.
How much do you want for it?
$1,000.
It's definitely a curiosity.
There's somebody out there that will pay a lot of money for this.
This is my problem. I mean, I got a store here, families come in here. My mother comes in here. There is a market for this, but it's not for me. I'm sorry. Thanks for letting me see it, man.
Thanks a lot.
That's all I got to say. Thanks.
It sucks he didn't make me an offer, but I knew it'd be hit or miss. I think he's afraid of having it in the shop and his mom finding out. Yeah, he's a mama's boy.
Hey, what can I help you with?
I have a late 1800 Lebenswecker. This is gonna cure all your ailments. I've got
Okay.
a book here that will tell you exactly what's wrong with you and how to take care of it.
It's medical quackery.
So you're telling me this won't cure my baldness?
No, because I've tried everything.
Came down to the pawn shop today to try and sell my late 1800s German medical Lebenswecker. I'm looking to get rid of it because it's not really what I collect. I'm hoping to sell it for about $400. I can't take less than $200 for it.
So where did you get this thing?
I found it at an estate sale. It's got a grouping of needles.
Things like this were really common in the 1800s. There was no Food and Drug Administration. Doctors were more or less allowed to do anything to you. And this was one of the quack things they did. Yeah, that looks like it would really, really hurt. The Levenbacher literally stabbed you with a bunch of needles to give you an infection on purpose.
It's spring-loaded, put it on your body, snap it down, you get a nice wound there.
And the thinking was that it would draw the poisons from any other infection or illness out of you. All right. This thing is crazy. It seems more like a torture device than a medical instrument. There's a big market for 19th century medical devices. The hokier, the better. How much did you want for it?
I was thinking $400.
I'll tell you what. I'll give you 200 bucks for it.
Can't do it for 200. 350.
That's what I'll get out of it if I'm lucky. 250. Every time I get something weird like this, it takes me a while to sell it. It's neat, but it's not 350 neat.
I can do 250.
All right, deal. Wanna go write them up?
I've got an extra 250 bucks in my pocket. Maybe I'll go add something else cool to my collection.
Hey there.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. I brought something kind of interesting. This was for kids' teething. It was called Mrs. Winslow's Soothing Syrup. It's from the late 1800s.
What else do you have here?
This was irradiated water, radium water.
Radium water. Oh, wow. People come in all the time looking to buy glass bottles and medical quackery. I can just imagine, you know, you come over to the house, you're like, hey, you want to sit back on the porch and drink some radium with me?
I have 2 bottles, a bottle of Mrs. Winslow's Soothing Syrup for children teething, and a bottle of radium water, and they're both at least 100 years old. I picked up these bottles from a guy that sells old quack medicine type stuff. The bottles don't go for a lot. If I can get around 25 for them, I think I'd be good.
That's pretty crazy. I actually have never seen one of these bottles before. Miss Winslow created this to help with crying babies and such, and it was mostly like morphine and alcohol, right?
It was morphine, yeah. In the late 1800s, she was very popular when this came out. She had cookbooks, she had recipe books, she had almanacs.
I mean, it seems like a good idea, right? You know, they say put a little alcohol in the gums, but that's really not a good thing to do. At that time, we just weren't educated on how these drugs interacted with the body and what they could do, and it was around for like about 20 or 30 years before it actually got banned.
Isn't that amazing?
Yeah. This, though, on the other hand, is just crazy. Great Radium Spring Water Company Incorporated, Pittsfield, Massachusetts. It's kind of crazy that people thought this was like a treatment. Eventually, we found out that radium was just slowly poisoning them. Medical quackery is something that's very collectible. There'll be like doctors that collect this stuff, and there'll be regular, ordinary, day-to-day people that collect this stuff, and that crosses over into just glass bottles in general. Soda bottles, beer bottles, and things like that. A lot of that stuff is easier to find than something like this.
Yeah, these are kind of a little bit more rare than those, and more interesting.
What are you looking to do?
I'm looking to sell them.
What are you looking to get for them?
20 for each one if you're thinking separate. But I mean, whatever you decide.
How about 25 for the pair?
That's great.
25 bucks?
Done.
Meet me right over there. We'll
You
work
got
out
it.
the paperwork.
I'll keep those there?
Yes, sir.
Cool. I am so happy with the sale. I really feel like he really was fair. So I'm looking forward to picking up something else at the shop.
I was looking to sell this today. It is a Master Violet Ray number 11.
Okay.
What is it?
Some people call it a medical quack kit. Some people actually thought it would like help to heal people, headaches, baldness.
We should try that out.
I came down to the pawn shop today to sell my Master Violet Ray number 11. My mom actually found it at a garage sale. I'd like to sell it for 100. I'd take a minimum of 50.
These were very popular right around 1915 and later. This is a period in time when X-rays just came out. People were really beginning to get fascinated with things like this. And remember, they could basically claim anything. So the cooler, weirder your device is, the more it had to work, right?
Sure.
Back before we had a Food and Drug Administration, you could make just about any medical claim with a product without any kind of proof. People made all kinds of wacky, weird devices that were supposed to cure every single disease. The theory behind all that was the body runs on electricity, so therefore if it had more electricity, it would work better. Sounds logical, sort of in a twisted, weird, quacky kind of way. Does it work?
It does work. It gives
Okay.
you a little shock.
All right, Chum, plug it in.
Let's try the one that cures baldness.
That's just nutty.
Hold it.
Don't do it. Don't do it. It's just weird, man.
Did you shave your arms?
Will you please? And it's we know that.
Ow!
This thing's a little scary, but the fact that it actually works is a huge plus.
We better turn that down.
Yeah, let's turn it off. Okay. People collect old quack medical devices, and this one's so weird, I'm sure it'll sell. So how much did you want for it?
I was thinking, I don't really know, maybe like 100?
It's in the ballpark. I'll probably get $150 for it. The thing I hate about these is I don't know if it's gonna sit around for a week or it's gonna sit around for 5 years. I'll tell you what, I'll give you $75 for it.
Sure.
Right her up, chum.
Don't let me catch you using this later.
This thing is cool and it will definitely sell. But what I really like about it, I can use it to keep Chumley in check if I catch him slacking off.